Alrighty guys, Eddie Hates Anime here, and we've got a new Nerissa original song called Blue World. If you didn't know, she has blue in her colors, and she lives on this world. What colors are this world, you may be asking? Think about it. There's some real bars here. I'm going to start the song. I'm going to mute myself. I'm gonna unmute myself. I can already tell this is gonna be a banger. That beat is so fucking slick going into it. We haven't even fucking started yet. Did that say who the fuck I think it said? Arrangement by Shoji Meguro? The legend himself? What the fuck? No wonder the instrumental's so fucking smooth. I know he's worked on more than Persona, but I still wanted to make the joke of like, free Persona track, let's go! We didn't even have to wait for a new game to come out. Guys, look at the dichotomy between dark and light. Wow. Jokes aside, pretty cool fucking video so far. I like that it's not a super hard drop and that her singing doesn't get like extra amplified in terms of delivery and vocal like loudness, I guess. But those strings do enough to like oomph it up a bit, and it's just like the melancholic energy. Oh, but it doesn't have to be too hard. Like it's just like it's really passionate. Ooh, it's really like sinking in those feelings that you just don't want to sink in. Oh man. Confronting uncomfortable feelings. The delivery on the way. How do you do way? Wait, way. I don't know. It's like almost like a voice crack, but it feels good. I don't know what that's called. When people do that shit, the way like that. It sounds like. Super dope transition in this video, holy shit.
It's always been clear to me how cruel the world can be. My shadow's the only one beside me. No love to call my own. No notice on my phone. Sunken silence has engulfed the very life I lead. Colored in shades of gray.
Okay, that time was a more straight on delivery of the gray. I was expecting the thing I was having about earlier again, and damn, very beautiful shot here. I'm not joking, this could be her best fucking song. I always like stuff like this where they're comforted by their like other half of themselves or something. Like you saw it earlier, hugging her, and like I mentioned at the start, like that dichotomy. It's like these things aren't opposing forces. They can coexist. They can help each other. Just because it might seem like, for example, maybe like the perception of yourself versus who you actually are, or something like that, or past you versus present you, or something like that, depending on what the media is that you're watching or consuming. That's whatever it's tackling for inner self versus inner self, or inner self versus outer self, or whatever. I don't know. One versus oneself is a very common theme, and I really love it. It's one of my favorite in media. So I love when it's like that conclusion of we're here to help each other, or I'm here to help you. I am not here to oppose you, despite what things may appear initially, and we're so different, you know. So I'm really loving the imagery here.
Can I dream of a better life with happiness inside? Colored in shades of
Oh, the roles have reversed. I love that.
watching my life pass in front of me.
Now, is this going to be saying goodbye or is this saving?
Not too late. If I can't escape, I'll have to make my own way. Colored in shades of gray.
Self-sacrificing or I've been muted during that. I went to say self-sacrifice and then I corrected myself saying not self-sacrifice. It is choosing to leave with you instead of having to stay on a world without you, being burdened with them. Although maybe we'll find a way to save them all. Cause yeah, those lyrics about making a change, those stuff, you know, maybe coexistence is okay. I'm assuming now she's like within her somehow. I don't know. Ooh. I'm definitely looking through the comments for this one. There's so much to talk about. Oh my god. Okay, Hitoshi Kono strings. I was telling you, those fucking strings were nutty. That song, shout out to everybody here. This is a fucking fantastic track. Shoji Meguro can make even such a melancholic song sound so cool and vibey. That's what I fucking said, bro. Okay. I love how the mood transitions between verse and chorus from the moody inside feeling to the big outside feeling. I agree. I agree that. And I was gonna make some Persona jokes, but it really did feel like some of it was like, you know, like streamer Persona versus the real me type of thing. But also it seemed like a lot of it was a little bit deeper than I was expecting going in. Also my mouse is not wanting to work. Whenever something has blue in the title, it's always peak. That is true. But yeah, no, I feel like this one kind of hit harder than I was supposed to. I'm over here like, god damn. I'm watching this again. I love music videos, but I don't watch them as often as I should because just time, and like when I'm listening to music, normally I'm like out and about and I'm listening. You know, I'm not really in a place to stop and watch. I'm in a place to stop and watch something. I'm gonna watch anime or catch up on something else. But that was special. That was fucking special. I gotta go to sleep soon, and I got a bunch of other shit to react to, so I'm not gonna stay here too much longer. But I really enjoyed that. And yeah, a shout out to Nerissa and everybody here. Fuck me, dude. What a fucking banger.